Hey YouTubers, Grimmy Dragon here, and once again it's review time. And today we are looking at a new Siege toy, one that I just got today, and that is Springer. Yes, the Autobot Triple Changer is back, has a very G1 vehicle mode, a very G1 figure, and I am very happy with him. So, just going to take a quick look at the box. Not going to do this with every figure, but there is something cool to show off here. So as you can see, nice little window box kind of thing. It's an actual box, not a blister. Got the artwork, got some artwork there. And we'll get back to this one because it has a cool feature. And yeah, product shot with Springer, his 2 vehicle modes, since he is a triple changer. And how he works with some Battle Masters, which we will get into soon enough. But yeah, pretty awesome. But yeah, we also have this nice little feature. I'm going to have to turn off a light or two to show this off. As you can see by putting this to a black light, get some nice little effects. You get some writing, symbols, a lot of cool stuff here. And I think that is a very nice little touch. Good reason to show off the boxes at least. I'm very happy I have a black light to show it off with. But anyway, enough of the box. Let's get into our toy itself. Take a good look at Springer. Yeah, that camera thing is a little bit tricky to work with, but yeah, we have his car mode, which is a very nice G1 car mode. Looks very similar to what he did in the cartoon and the animated movie. That's good. It's a lot of the points. I didn't know these would come out. I didn't even think about putting these out for vehicle mode till earlier today, so that was something new. Yeah, I've just been fiddling around with it for a while, but yeah, very nice vehicle mode. Got storage for all the accessories. You got tabs that can hold the swords. Got a space up top for the guns that can bind, and yeah, you can just set the propeller on the back of the gun too. Yeah, vehicle mode looks good. Back wheels don't roll too well. They are on that like just a standard joint, and that fell apart. Oh well. And yes, you can see the head. Okay? Yeah, it's there. Staring right at you. Whatever. But it is a nice looking car. I think it looks good. And let's get it with some of the other figures. We'll start off with Ultra Magnus, who's also in this line. We'll bring in Blur, Hot Rod, Cup, RC, and Wheelie. As you can see, they all look pretty good together. Although we can do some swapping here. We're putting in Power of the Prime's Hot Rod. You know, the part without the Rodimus trailer. I forgot to bring that out. Sorry. But bring in RC, the Headmaster version, and Thrilling 30 Magnus. You can see he goes pretty well with those as well. Quite pleased with that. And of course, we got to do comparison here with Thrilling 30 Springer. As you can see, very stark difference in the car types. We'll take the gun off. Very stubborn gun, but yeah, I mean, there's a big difference in those cars. A Thrilling 30 Springer looks more like an Earth vehicle, while Siege Springer is clearly Cybertronian. So yeah, you gotta deal with that. But that's pretty cool. I like the Siege Springer better. It looks more like the G1, so happy with that. Although this one's really good too. In any case, yeah, that's it for the car mode. Let's get this into helicopter mode. And it can be a little bit tricky. Not gonna lie, it can be very tricky to do. So, I'm gonna start off bringing these out. Bring this out. And we're gonna flip that around. Gotta separate them. I'll make sure I'm in frame. Okay. And this can be a little tricky because they don't want to come apart. And you want to flip the legs around like so on the thigh swivel. Bring this out. Bring the foot around like that. And then you want to take the crotch piece and bring the legs in right at the hips. That. And yeah, it's going to be very fiddly. But these do tab together. As do the fins. But you can get everything aligned correctly. Getting everything aligned is the tricky part. There's a lot that doesn't want to line up proper. It wants to fight you. Get that in there. That goes down in there like so. Bring these in. Oh, almost forgot. You take these up, fold the elbow down, flip that down, then pull out this green piece, rotate it, and there you got a wing. There is a, oh dang it, there's a, ignore the little piece that came out, it'll pop back in. But yeah, there's that little tab, goes into this little gray piece here. Well, first, I'm going to pop that part that fell off first. I want to make sure these stay open too. And you just got to line it up. And then push it all in. Rinse and repeat on this side. Hopefully a little better. line this all up. Doesn't always want to cooperate with you. Of course, it helps if I actually put it in the right tab. There, we got the base part done. So now, take this, put the swords on like so. I like to have it so the little parts where the Battlemaster effects go on are on opposite sides. Give it a little continuity. And then we got our helicopter blade. Nice and easy. That together. Guns. We'll pop all apart. Then you got two. Slide them on sides. This one, since it has tabs, there's a little slot. Make sure it stays in place, which is really good. The other one doesn't have it, but that's okay. And there we have Springer in his helicopter mode. Looking really nice. So yeah, I do like this. I like the fact that the propeller spins very well. That is a nice long-lasting propeller spin. Very happy with that. The vehicle mode is very solid. This is a harder mode to get into, I'll admit, but I think it turned out quite well. And all things considered, it does look like a helicopter. Those wheels do look like the back stabilizer propeller, so I am very pleased with it. I think this works very nicely. And for another comparison, let's bring in the Throwing 30 Springer. And as you can see, again, a very big difference. Again, the the Thrilling 30 Springer, which is IDW based, I believe, is more Earth-like than Siege, which is natural since Siege is supposed to be Cybertronian. And, and the Siege one also fits the G1 Springer a lot better. So I am very pleased with it. Not much else I could say. This looks really good. The battle damage is a bit much. You can see lots of splotches of silver all over the top. It's okay. Whatever. Not the biggest fan, but I'll live. Anyway, guess it's time to get him into robot mode. Because I don't really need to get him with the rest of the crew again. Not till robot mode. So let's just get to transforming him. Take that off. Take the guns off too. If I can get it off. So yeah. So first, just unpeg that. Unpeg the arms. Now we can fold that in. And then this is one of those parts that really worry me because I already have stress marks on these back pegs because I tried to pull them apart the wrong way. My fault, but still annoying. We'll just pull these around. Just flip that. Make sure the fin is in. Flip the leg in, feet in. Can't talk today. So rinse and repeat. Yay. that up, rotate the leg around, get those in, looking good. And he looks a little short here, so we gotta do something about that. So what we want to do, pull it off, pull that out, push that in, oh, put that up, pull that up as well. These down for now. Flip this around. Cut, back up. That around there. Take that up, push that in and flip that in. These press down. This is supposed to go here. Come on. There we go. Okay, it's in. Rinse and repeat. Okay, this tab goes into this slot right here. It's very difficult to see. If you miss, it pushes back. That tabs into the back. There we go. Now do this arm like we did the last one. I got all that in frame. Okay, and we have Springer in robot mode. And I am very pleased with him. Posed up better. Now Springer's robot mode looks like a perfect replica of the G1 movie and the TV series that came after it. Well, the season that came after it. It is as G1 as it gets. I love this. This looks beautiful. And well articulated. He does have shoulder movement there, in and out. Now the shoulder forward backward does rotate a little lower than I like, but it's not too bad. It works out just fine. Does have a waist swivel. Has a nice ball jointed head. Not too much wiggle waggle, but just enough. You got forward backward at the hips, in and out, thigh swivel, knee bend. Very deep too. That's pretty good. Yeah, you notice he's got quite the toe joint going forward. Not much going back. This is a little loose here. This is a bit of a complaint. So it's loose and it will move forward on you quite a bit. And he's got a nice little ankle pivot too. So very articulate and looks good. Quite pleased with that. For his weapons, you got the two pistols, which are quite nice. They can, of course, combine into a rifle, which again looks good. Now his propeller, the blades, can become two swords. And that looks pretty good. His G1 toy only had like one sword made out of the entire propeller. This part, however, doesn't really have much of a purpose, so you can just store it in the back. Get it out of the way. You can store the swords on the back where they were in vehicle mode. You could also peg them to the propeller and put it in where the actual propeller hole goes, but I wouldn't recommend that because it'll just go loose on you if you have one sword. But all in all, he is very nice. Ah. Give me a second, we'll get a close-up of him. So we'll just zoom in. See, that head sculpt is very nice. Of the Autobot symbol there. Really good looking figure. I'm very pleased with him. So yeah, that is real nice. And for comparisons, let's bring in Thrilling 30 Springer, who again looks quite different, but still quite good. And let's get him in frame. As you can see, big difference in the style. And the Thrilling 30 Springer goes for more of a IDW look, while Siege Springer is definitely more G1. And that is a near perfect G1 style Springer. And we gotta get the gang together. So we'll just start off with the Thrilling, like the Thrilling or Combiner Wars Magnus. You can see quite bigger. That is a gigantic leader class. And bring in Rodimus. We'll just bring him here. Like Hot Rod style Rodimus. As you can see, they're actually about the same size. They're, well, at least just as tall as each other, so this is a good pairing. This is a really good pairing right here. Definitely worth having him with that one. And last but not least, let's just bring in the, well, we'll bring in Headmaster RC first, just to get those together. Again, not bad. Not quite the best. I like this RC, but I like this RC better. And these two just look amazing together. I'm very pleased. I'm just very pleased to have these two together. But we should bring in the rest. Bring in Ultra Magnus from Siege, who is also quite taller, but that's supposed to be. We'll bring in Legends Hot Rod. It looks about right sized. Legends Cup. Wheelie. And Blur. And yeah, it's nice to have the Season 3 group together. Got to bring Perceptor in, but that's okay. These guys look great. Very pleased to have them. I'm very pleased with Springer, so definitely recommend getting him when you get the chance to. Trust me, he's going to be worthwhile, especially if you've been getting the like the Takara Legends characters, because they go perfectly with him. And this is a group that I am just so happy to have. So anyway, I'm done gushing here, so hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a like, comment, let me know what you think of Springer, let me know what you think of this group. and who you want to pose with your Springer when you get them. And, subscribe, ring the bell so you get more notifications. And I'll see you guys next time. So until then, take care.